Today makes exactly 2 months that my mother has passed away, and this is the hardest thing that I have ever had to go through. 2024 has been the worst year of my life. If you look back at my previous videos, I go into much more detail about the lows that I've experienced this year. And I started this channel because I was able to navigate those lows and highs, which are the ebb and flow of life. You can't have the good without the bad, unfortunately. That's just the way life goes. And I've taken so many blows this year, from New Year's Eve, putting my cat of 11 years down, and then making the decision to move from Miami, a place that I loved tremendously with my whole heart and soul, to move back home to Austin, Texas to care for my mother. It was because she was going to be undergoing a kidney transplant, and I wanted to be part of the whole process. So I moved back. It was hard to leave Miami because I loved it so much, but also I was coming home for such a good thing. And that was back in May. And fast forward to October 1st, the day that my mother passed away, I never could have prepared for that or planned for that, and was not expecting that at all. When I made the decision to move back home, like I said, it was for something good and promising, and I never could have imagined that I'd be sitting here making a video like this. Now I'm trying to figure out how to navigate grief, especially losing somebody so close to me, the most important person in my life. Of course, all death hurts, but when it is a parent or the most important person in your life, the closest person to you, like, it's a whole different level of pain. It's only been 2 months and I'm still trying to figure out and navigate. This channel was made to help people get through the awful things in life, or to manifest and be positive and look at the glass half full, because I was able to overcome so many challenges at the beginning of this year. I was like, let me spread my knowledge and how I got through those things. And now I'm going through something that I never could have prepared for or never could have imagined. And I kind of suffer in silence. I don't immediately jump on the internet and explain all the awful things that are happening to me. This isn't my main channel. My main channel is Electric Ollie. There it is. It's about festivaling and traveling, and I keep that the focus of my channel, of going to music festivals and traveling the world. And I don't really talk about my life on there, right? So I was like, let me make a different channel and talk about how I've overcome certain obstacles and how I manifest the life of my dreams and things like that. But my life has taken a turn. I'm a suffer in silence type person, that where I keep my emotions and what I'm going through off the internet as I'm currently going through it. I normally don't even talk about what I've gone through or how I've overcome it until after I've already figured it out and after I'm already on the other side of it. But this is a whole different thing. I felt the need to speak on it. I don't have the answers right now. I haven't gotten over this. And honestly, this is not something that I'm gonna get over. Losing somebody so close to me has been devastating, has been earth-shattering, has been heartbreaking, has been life-changing, and I honestly feel like my life has come to a complete halt. This is the first time I'm filming. I stopped filming for my main channel because, for one, I'm not traveling and I'm not going to festivals. I basically have turned off the world, essentially. I got off TikTok, I got off Instagram. I'm not filming or creating for YouTube. I can't watch everybody else's life move on, especially through the holidays, when my life has come crashing down on me, and I can admit that. So I mentioned that I don't normally speak on things until after I've already figured out and gotten on the other side and can talk about how I coped and learned to get through that obstacle. But a death of my mommy especially, I know that this is not something that I'm gonna overcome, and time doesn't heal all. It won't get easier, because how can it ever be easier without my mother here with me? I'm 34 years old. Like, I feel like I'm too young to have lost my mommy, right? Time will move on, but it's not gonna heal my heart and the heartbreak I feel and the void of never having my mother again. So that's why, I don't necessarily believe in that saying now, like, time heals all and it's gonna get easier every day. Like, it's not. But what I'm learning is I just learn to live. I'm moving forward. I'm still trying to figure this out. I'm still trying to figure out how to navigate grief and how to learn to live without my mommy. But first and foremost, the things that I did was turned off all social media, and I'm choosing not to do big events or travel or festivaling. Like I can't right now. Everybody handles things differently. That's just something I cannot do right now. And I will though. You know, right now it's December 1st and this month is my birthday. The thought of spending my birthday and Christmas without my mommy, makes me emotional just thinking about that. But I do have plans for New Year's Eve that I'm gonna keep, because last New Year's Eve I was putting my cat down. So I'm just ready to wrap up 2024. Every day is different, and I don't know how to navigate grief yet or have the answers, like I've mentioned so many times in this video. But the things that I'm doing is I'm being here with my family, my daddy, my brother, my auntie. We were all the people that were closest to my mommy, and we're leaning on each other. We're coming together. We all cry when we need to, when we hug when we need to. We go into my mommy's room when we need to. She was cremated, so thankfully we have her remains here in the house. And I speak to my mother every night, and I have pictures of her everywhere, and I lean in and trust that she's guiding me. Focusing on myself, my healing, my self-improvement, my self-development. I'm working out more than I ever have, and I'm reading, and I'm journaling, and I'm meditating, and I'm doing my Spanish lessons in the afternoon, because like by me turning the whole world off, I have now an abundance of time to just focus on myself and my family and my grieving and my healing. I'm not completely shutting everybody or everything off. Like I just don't want to be on social media right now, and this is my first time filming. Like I'm having a hard time doing certain things, but the kind of interactions I like to have with my friends or my cousins or distant relatives is more one-on-one time. Like I don't want to go to anybody's birthday parties right now. I don't want to go to anybody's Christmas parties right now, because like I can't fake the funk, right? Like I don't want to force myself into situations where I'm having to small talk with people all night and fake the funk, because like again, I mentioned I'm a suffer in silence type person. So if there's somebody that I haven't seen in a few years that doesn't know my situation, like if they were to ask like, so what's new, how have you been, I don't put my business out there. So I would never say my mom died, I'm going through that. Like I would never do that, right? Like the only people that know are the ones that need to know, my closest friends and family. And now this YouTube channel, which doesn't even have that many people on there, so I don't even care. But if somebody comes across this that's dealing with grief, well, maybe this will help you, or give me some advice on how to help me, on how to overcome this, because I don't know either. Even though I started this channel as manifestation and overcoming obstacles, now I'm overcoming the biggest obstacle I've ever had to do, and I don't know how to overcome it. The things that I am doing is just full on embracing this grieving process, crying when I need to, and staying low key, not forcing myself to go out and do things that I don't want to do, pouring into myself, going to the gym, and like I said, journaling, and applying all this extra time that I would be out with friends or events or traveling or festivaling into my self-improvement, which is kind of a good time, because right now the big theme right now, like this is December, is the winter arc. So I am doing winter arc without even trying. Essentially, winter arc is when you lock into your goals, like from October or November and December, like the last few months of the year before January, to where you're eliminated all distractions. Like you're not on social media, you're not drinking, you're not going out, you're not partying, you're waking up for the gym. Like I'm doing all those things. Like I haven't drank in a year. I've already turned off social media because I don't want to deal with that. I'm going to the gym every day. So I'm essentially in my winter arc era without even trying. So maybe that'll be a video to come, is my unintentional winter arc routine, since I'm balls deep into it. And I track my workouts in a calendar. In November, I worked out 19 times in November. Like that's more than I have in any other month this year. So I guess that's the plus side of this. I try to find the silver lining or the light in every bad situation. And as hard as this is, losing my mommy, like I'm working out, I'm working on improving myself overall. So this is how I'm navigating grief. And if you have any suggestions, drop them down in the comments, let me know. And yeah, if you're going through what I'm going through, I'm sorry. It's heartbreaking, and literally just take it 1 hour at a time, and we're gonna get through this. We're gonna learn to live again.